Hello viewers, yes, this is Ranjana ma'am and you are watching, yes, it's mine as well as your channel. I teach, you listen. So there is no give and take regarding money. I get these comments quite often. So the thumbnail says it all. So you must be eagerly waiting for this video, because this is from a very important chapter, the Blue Bead. And MCQ, yes, they are much in demand. So without wasting any more time, let's start. Yeah, before we start, you know what's coming. If you have not subscribed to my channel up till now, please do, and don't forget to press the like button after you have watched it. And I'm sure you'll press it. You'll love this video. This will be really helpful for you all. So let's start. So the first question from the Blue Bead, you'll have to fill in. There will be 4 options. The crocodile was. The crocodile was, question number 1. And then there are 4 options, A, B, C and D. A long-snouted fish-eating ghadial. A long-snouted fish-eating ghadial. This is option A. Option B. The crocodile was hatched by its mother. Second option, hatched by its mother. Third, twice the length of a tall man. Twice the length of a tall man. And fourth, yellowish brown above and blackish white under. Yellowish brown above and blackish white under. Of these 4, one of them is the correct option. The crocodile was, and you have to fill in with the correct option. Okay? So those of you who have read it very thoroughly, you all will know the answer immediately without checking in the book. Next one, I'm not telling the answers now. I'll give you a short break, and after that I will come back with the answers, right? The second one, the crocodile was hatched perhaps. The crocodile was hatched perhaps A, 25 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, 100 years ago. So of these 4, one of them is the correct one. Question number 3. The crocodile had grown to his great length. The crocodile had grown to its great length due to A, catching all the food he needed, B, tepid water, C, plenty of rotted fruit, and D, all of the above. A, catching all the food he needed, B, tepid water, C, plenty of rotted food, and D, all of the above. So these are the 4 options. One of them is the correct one, you know it very well. Number 4. Beside the crocodile in the shoals glimmered. Beside the crocodile, beside means by the side. Beside the crocodile in the shoals glimmered dash. Option A, a gem. Option B, sand-worn glass. Option C, neck of a bottle. And option D, a blue bead. I am sure all my subscribers who are watching it will get a perfect correct answer. Give a perfect right, give a perfect tick to this. I know you all will all get it correct. Now the 5th one. SIBIA was eating the last of her meal, which consisted of. SIBIA was eating the last of her meal, which consisted of A, bread and butter, B, rice and curry, C, chapati wrapped around a smear of green chili and butter, and D, none of the above. So these are the 4 options. Number 6, question number 6. SIBIA has A. black hair, B. great eyes, C. blonde hair, D. both A and B. SIBIA has black hair, SIBIA has great eyes, SIBIA has blonde hair, both A and B. Number 7. SIBIA was. Number 7. SIBIA was, and now comes the option. Option A. A sad, mature 15-year-old girl. A sad, mature 15-year-old girl. B. A happy, immature child woman. A happy, immature child woman. Option C. 12 years old. And D. both B and C. Both B and C. That is option number D. If you feel both B and C they are the correct answers, then go for option D. Number 8. They smelled wonderful. They smelled wonderful. What, according to the author, smelled wonderful? A. cheap cigarettes, B. the drains, C. humanity, D. green and magenta sweets. Green and magenta sweets. So I'll repeat the options again. They smelled wonderful. What, according to the author, smelled wonderful? Number 1, cheap cigarettes, B. the drains, C. humanity, and D. green and magenta sweets. Number 9. The Kashmiri traveling merchant, A. was showing dawn colored silks, B. had got a little locked chest with precious stones in it, C. a box with a yellow woolen chicken inside, and D. all of the above. So if you feel all A, B and C, these were the things the Kashmiri traveling merchant was showing, then you'll go for D, all of the above. Number 10. Some of the women were wearing necklaces. Some of the women were wearing necklaces. A. made of gold, B. made of pearl, C. made of lal beads, and D. all of the above. D. all of the above. Number 11. What were the reasons that forced the nomadic GUJJARS to move on? What were the reasons that forced the nomadic GUJJARS to move on? That forced to move on. What were the reasons that forced the nomadic GUJJARS to move on? That means, why did they keep on shifting their dwelling from one place to another? What prompted them, or what was the compulsion that forced them to change their dwelling or their habitat? A. Option A. Their animals had finished all the easy grazing. Their animals had finished all the easy grazing. B. They were not able to sell many of their dairy products. They were not able to sell many of their dairy products. C. A cattle killing tiger was making a nuisance of himself. C. A cattle killing tiger was making a nuisance of himself. And D. all of the above. D. all of the above. So one is that they had completed grazing all the easy grass that was available around. Their dairy products were not really doing good business. A man-eater was making a nuisance himself, coming and trying to pick up these their animals. Or so all of the above could be the answer. I'm not telling it is the answer, but it could be, if all the three conditions are the reasons why the nomadic GUJJARS were forced to move from one place to the other. Number 12. The GUJJARS were, actually they are a sort of Banjara type of people. So the GUJJARS were A. Stone Age hunters, B. cultivators, C. man in the wandering pastoral age, and D. civilized people. A, B, C, D. Stone Age hunters, cultivators, man in the wandering pastoral age, and D, civilized people. So which of the option is correct? Question number 13. Why did the big mugger, actually it is a short form of magarmach, two types of crocodiles, and in the very Indian dialect we say magarmach and ghadiyal. Okay, so here the author uses mugger. So why did the big mugger not move? A, it was afraid of the women. B, it wanted the women to cross the river safely. C, noise frightens crocodiles. Noise frightens crocodiles. And D, it wanted to wait for the women on their return journey. It wanted to wait for their women on their return journey. So these are the four options. See which one is correct. Question number 14. In the broad river lived A, kingfisher, B, grey turtles, C, mahshir and crocodiles, and D, all of the above. Kingfisher, grey turtles, mahshir and crocodiles, D, all of the above. Interesting, isn't it? You must be just waiting for an opportunity to give me the right answers, all of them. At this moment only you are most probably going on thinking and taking the right answers. 15. Sibia hung back. Sibia hung back. This is a line from the book. It's a quotation. Why? Options. A, she wanted to dawdle a bit. That means move around aimlessly. She wanted to dawdle a bit. D-A-W-D-L-E. B, she wanted to run and see her clay cups. She wanted to run and see her clay cups. That is B. Number C, she wanted to kill the crocodile. She wanted to kill the crocodile. And D, none of the above. D, none of the above. Question number 16. At the same moment, a GUJJAR woman. At the same moment, a GUJJAR woman. This is a line from the text. And then what happens? Option A, came to cross the river, came with a bundle of grass, came with 2 ghadas to get water, and came to talk to Sibia. These are the 4 options. A, B, C, D. A, came to cross the river. B, came with a bundle of grass. C, came with 2 ghadas to get water. So don't pronounce it GUJJARS, G-U-R-R-A-H-S. Actually she is a foreign writer and her pronunciations might not be correct. It's what we say earthen pitcher, but these were the brass ones, brass pitchers in which to collect water and store it. So these are ghadas as we pronounce it in our very own Hindi. So which one is the correct answer? Number 17. How far was the GUJJAR woman when the crocodile lunged at her? How far was the village woman, GUJJAR woman rather, when the crocodile lunged at her? A, 1 foot, 2, 2 feet, C, 3 feet, D, 3 yards. I'll repeat the question once again. How far was the GUJJAR woman when the crocodile lunged at her? A, 1 foot, B, 2 feet, C, 3 feet, D, 3 yards. 3 yards, you know what? 3 yards make 3 yards. Yeah, 3 yards. So 1 yard means 3 feet. So 3 yards. How did Sibia reach beside the shrieking woman? How did Sibia reach beside the shrieking woman, that GUJJAR woman? A, leaping like a monkey. B, swimming in the water. C, leaping like a rock goat from boulder to boulder, leaping like a rock goat from boulder to boulder. And D, on a boat. D, on a boat. So which one is the correct one? This was the 18th one. Now for the 19th one. He struck, up shot the water, dash feet, and fell like a silver chain. He struck. This is a line from the book. He shot, up shot the water, dash feet, and fell like a silver chain. Options are A 10 feet, B 20 feet, C 30 feet, D none of the above. D none of the above. So one of them is the correct answer, may not be. So because option D is none of the above, it could be that none of them are the right answer. I am not telling anything, I am just telling none of the above means A, B, C, none of them might be the right answer. SIBIA aimed at the reptile's eyes. SIBIA aimed at the reptile's eyes with A. her sickle, B. dagger, C. hayfork, and D. spear. So SIBIA aimed at the reptile's eyes with A. her sickle, B. dagger, C. hayfork, and D. spear. So which one is the correct option? Remember the story, you'll know it then. Why did the crocodile disappear? Why did the crocodile disappear? A. It was afraid of SIBIA. B. One prong of SIBIA's hayfork went right inside his eye. One prong of SIBIA's hayfork went right inside his eye. C. The GUJJAR woman hit him with a log. The GUJJAR woman hit him with a log. And D. SIBIA attacked him with her sickle. SIBIA attacked him with her sickle. So one of them is the correct option. Since none of the above I have not given, so out of these, one of them is the correct answer. Try to find it out. Question number 22. As SIBIA bent to pick up her hayfork out of the water, she saw. As SIBIA bent to pick up her hayfork out of the water, she saw A. a red gem, B. no color white blue gem, C. the blue bead, D. both B and C. So first one, a red gem, or rather she saw the red gem, the red gem. B. a no color white blue gem, C. the blue bead, and D. both B and C. Think very carefully and then answer this one. 24th one. What is the theme of the story? What is the theme of the story? A. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. B. Struggle for survival. Struggle for survival. C. Poverty. C. Poverty. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. So which one is the correct one? This is number 24. And now comes the last one, 25. I have prepared 25 questions for you all. So this is the last one. Oh sorry, 24. This is the last one. How did SIBIA tend the GUJJAR woman's injury? How did SIBIA tend the GUJJAR woman's injury? A. with medicine, B. with moss, C. with grass, and D. with sand and rag. With sand and rag. So there is a little bit of confusion. Actually this is question number 23 and the last one was question number 24, the theme. So it's not a big problem, it's not a big deal also. Let this one only be 24 since I have read it out last, and the previous one will be 23. So what is the theme of the story is actually 23 and this one is 24. How did SIBIA tend to the GUJJAR woman's injury? So there are 24 questions in all, and yes, I'll come back after a short break and give you the answers for it. In the meantime, I'm sure you must have already solved them. By the time I come back to you, I'm sure you must have solved all of them and you will be getting full 24 out of 24. So yes, now for the short break. Hello and welcome back. I'm here with the answers, but I need to tell you that there is a little bit of rectification in question number 15. Actually, in 15, the option D is not none of the above. Option D is A and B. SIBIA hung back. Why? A, she wanted to dawdle a bit. She wanted to run and see her clay cups. She wanted to kill the crocodile. And D is option A and B. Okay, so this is a little bit of correction. I'm sorry for the error. Now let's get back to the answers from question number 1. So the crocodile was, question number 1, the crocodile was, the correct answer is C, twice the length of a tall man. Twice the length of a tall man. This is the correct option. It's not a gharial, it's a mugger. So option A, cross. Option B, hatched by its mother. No, it was hatched by the sun. So that is also wrong. C, twice the length of a tall man. This is correct. It has been written in the book. And yellowish brown above and blackish white under is also wrong. Acha, question number 2. The crocodile was hatched perhaps 25 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, 100 years ago. Yes, perhaps 100 years ago. So D is the correct option. D, option D. Question number 3. The crocodile had grown to its great length due to all of the above. D is the correct answer. Catching all the food he needed, tepid water, plenty of rotted food. So all 3 of them. So all of the above. Option D is the correct one. Question number 4. Beside the crocodile in the shoal glimmered a gem, sand-worn glass, neck of a bottle, a blue bead. So option D is the correct one. Option D. Question number 5. SIBIA was eating the last of her meal, which consisted of option C, chapati wrapped around a smear of green chili and butter. Green chili and butter. SIBIA has black hair, great eyes, blonde hair, both A and B. So option D is the correct one because it is written ebony hair. Ebony means black. In the book it is written ebony hair and great eyes. So A and B both are correct. I said black hair, ebony means black. So black hair, great eyes. So A and B both are correct. That is why option D. Question 7. SIBIA was a sad mature 15-year-old girl. No, she was not 15. So cross. A happy immature child woman. Right. 12 years old. Right. So option D is the correct one. Both B, A and B. Both A and B. Option D says both A and B. So that is the correct one. Now question number 8. They smelled wonderful. What according to the author smelled wonderful? So it's green and magenta sweets. That means option D. See, drains cannot smell good. Neither can cheap cigarettes smell good. Neither humanity. So green and magenta sweets, option D. Question number 9. The Kashmiri traveling merchant was showing dawn colored silks. Yes. Had got a little locked chest with precious stones in it. Yes. A box with a yellow woolen chicken inside. Yes. So D, all of the above. D is your correct option. All of the above. Number 10. Some of the women were wearing, it's option C, necklaces made of lal beads. So option C is the correct one. And then what made the nomadic, what were the reasons that forced the nomadic graziers to move on? What were the reasons that forced the nomadic graziers to move on? And D is the correct option. Why? Their animals had finished all the easy grazing is correct. They were not able to sell many of their dairy products, correct. A cattle killing tiger was making a nuisance of himself, correct. So that is why D, all of the above, this is the correct option. So D, option D for number 11. Number 12, the Gujjars were C, man in the wandering pastoral age. So they were wanderers, they kept shifting their base after a short period. Whenever these reasons took place, they changed their dwelling. So man in the wandering pastoral age. Question number 13, why did the big mugger not move? So option C, noise frightens crocodiles. So the women, when they were crossing the river, they made a lot of noise, and noise frightens crocodiles. That is why this mugger did not move. In the broad river lived kingfisher, grey turtles, mahshir and crocodiles, and all of the above. So D is the correct option because all these types live there. So D, all of the above. SIBIA hung back. So this one I corrected just when I started this second part of my video. SIBIA hung back. Why? She wanted to dawdle a bit. She wanted to run and see her clay cups. She wanted to kill the crocodile, and option D is both A and B. So yes, D is the correct option. She wanted to dawdle a bit also, and she wanted to go and see her clay cups. Both are correct. So that is why D is the correct option, both A and B. Question number 16. At the same moment, a Gujjar woman, A, came to cross the river, came with a bundle of grass, came with 2 ghadas to get water and to talk to SIBIA. So C is the correct one. So she came with 2 ghadas to get water. C. For question number 17, how far was the Gujjar woman when the crocodile lunged at her? A, 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet? Yes. Many of you must be wondering why 3 feet, because it is not mentioned there. And the last option is 3 yards. No, that is also wrong. I told you 3 feet make a yard. So the crocodile, when it lunged at the Gujjar woman, she was a yard away from him. So the distance was 1 yard, that means 3 feet. So this was a little bit of twisted question. So 3 feet means 1 yard, that is why C is the correct option, right? Question 18. How did SIBIA reach beside the shrieking woman? C, leaping like a rock goat from boulder to boulder. So C is the correct option. Because the other 3 are not really appropriate. One is like a monkey, no. Swimming in the river also no, and not in a boat, of course. Question 19. He struck. Up shot the water dash feet. So you have to fill in how many feet. And fell like a silver chain. So it's option B, 20 feet. Check it out in the book if you have a doubt. 20 feet. Question number 20. She aimed at the reptile's eyes with what? It's option C, HAYFORK. The HAYFORK, it had 3 prongs. One of it went just inside. No, I shouldn't be telling, because the next answer is something related to it. So it's the HAYFORK, option C. Why did the crocodile disappear? A, it was afraid of SIBIA. B, one prong of SIBIA's HAYFORK went right inside his eye. So this is the correct one. B, option B, option B. As SIBIA bent to pick up her HAYFORK out of the water, she saw. As SIBIA bent to pick up her HAYFORK out of the water, she saw the red gem. B, a no color white blue gem. C, the blue bead. Both B and C. So D is the correct option. because if you check it in the book, you will find since it was getting dark, the blue gem looked like a no color white blue. So that is why B and C both together are the correct answers. And what is the theme of the story? What is the theme of the story? D, all of the above. Why? Because just check, where there is a will, there is a way. SIBIA, she had come to save the woman and she had her way, a brave girl. And the struggle for survival, yes, whether it is the GUJJAR community or whether it is SIBIA and her people, they are struggling for survival. So every day they have to face countless dangers on their way to the hills to cut the grass, or while returning. They are open to a lot of dangers, and that is why for SIBIA it was not a great deed. Something happened, what? So she doesn't boast about her fight with the crocodile and saving the woman. Rather, finding a blue bead is a very important event for her, something very important for her. So that is the irony of life. So poverty, yes. Remember the dress, only one rag, and that also she has made it in two pieces, one as the petticoat and the other to one the sari and half of it as a petticoat, which the author describes as skirt. And the way she rolls her bread and her chapati, and she makes small bits so that it would last for long. So it's a very poverty stricken life. So that is why all of the above, option D is the correct one. And the last one, how did SIBIA tend the GUJJAR woman's injury? So it's option D, sand and rag. No, medicine was not available. Option A, gone. With moss, no, she did not use moss, neither with grass. With sand and rag. So option D. So these are the 24 questions I have prepared for you, and I am sure you must have got 24 out of 24, or if not 24, at least 20 plus. Okay, so you also keep on searching from here and there. So for this, what do you need in order to score a perfect 100%? I don't say 100 because they are not giving you 100. A perfect 16, I guess, 15. No, there are 16. 5 and 5 from prose and poems, and 6 from Merchant of Venice. So in order to get a perfect 16, you have to go through each and every line, study it very well, and the marks come to you automatically. So anyway, bye for the time being, and wait for my next videos. This is the number 2 of the series, and then I'll be coming up with some more. And yes, I've crossed 93, 7,000 more to go. Please, please, please